Set for three-minute rounds in Glory Kickboxing's featherweight division. Referee Dan Stell calls for the bell, the two-touch gloves. And of course, in Glory, there are 3 judges seated at ringside. Using the 10-point must system, the winner of each round receives 10 points, the opponent 9 or less, based on the prioritized criteria, which has number of knockdowns at the very top. 3 knockdowns in a round, 4 in a fight constitute a TKO, and a quick start as expected to this one, Stephen.
Yeah, it really is, because it's sort of a crosstown rivalry, because Milpitas is very close to San Francisco, so there's a little bit of gym action going on here. Very busy combinations here. Both guys chopping low with a lot of low kicks, like that one by Palacios.
TJ Arcangel in the black gloves. El Matador Jose Palacios in the white gloves. Wondering if Arcangel will play the role of the bull, coming straight forward from the southpaw stance. Palacios can go both orthodox or southpaw. There's the teep, another teep to the midsection by Arcangel. Counter over the top by Palacios.
Yeah, that teep kick for Arcangel, that's a really good weapon, and he could jump with that thing too.
It's like a leg jab for the uninitiated.
Nice counter low kick by Palacios off that teep.
Arcangel tries to keep Palacios at bay with the teep low outside kick with the left leg by Palacios. We've reached the midpoint of the opening round.
We've already seen Palacios redirect that right teep of Arcangel and deliver his own low kick a couple times. It's a good strategy.
Stiff jab from the southpaw Arcangel coming up on the final 60 seconds of the opening round. An amazing event to be a part of. We are so happy to be with you as part of this landmark event here in North American combat sports history. As there's a sweeping left hand by Arcangel. 45 seconds remain in the frame.
You can really see that both these guys are from a Muay Thai background. Now, they're not throwing elbows and they're not clinching, but it's all about the low kick.
We mentioned Palacios training with Kung Lee, who made his MMA debut in this building. Had one of his biggest victories was for Bay bragging rights with the legend Frank Shamrock here in this venue. A centerpiece for combat sports, not only in California, but in North America. There's a nice 1-2 combination from the southpaw Arcangel that connects. Final 10 seconds. Palacios has him in the corner. Competitive opening round, spinning back fist misses by Palacios.
Push all your wind out. Right here.
That was a very competitive first round. And I think TJ Arcangel was having a problem landing his low kick because Palacios was really redirecting that teep and checking that low kick.
They're automatic.
That right teep kick landed perfectly on the floating rim, not once, but twice, pushing Palacios back. Palacios getting frustrated, dropping the hands like that. Now, other portions of the round, he redirected that kick, but both those landed right perfectly on the breadbasket.
The bell in round 2, again a sign of sportsmanship as Golden State bragging rights up for grabs between these 2 neophytes to Glory Kickboxing. Palacios losing to Gabriel Varga in a very stiff test. And here's Arcangel making his Glory debut in front of friends and family, representing World Team USA out of San Francisco. And looking like a Muay Thai fighter now with that stance, bouncing up and down off the toes of his feet.
That front leg bouncing is total Muay Thai, because we watch a lot of Thai fights from Bangkok. They do that a lot because they're getting ready to block a low kick. He's starting to get into his rhythm, TJ Arcangel.
Arcangel told us as Palacios missed with the right uppercut but scored with the inside low kick that it was the instruction, intensity, discipline. All of that really piqued his interest when it came to kickboxing. And at first it was Muay Thai, now trying his hand, knees, and feet at Glory style kickboxing, and Palacios walking him down.
Yeah, he's putting him up against the fence, and that's not good.
The ropes, you mean?
Yeah, you don't want to be up against the ropes like that because you're going to get pot-shotted. Moving in and out is really important.
If you clinch, you have to initiate a knee attack immediately. Otherwise, the referee will call for the break, as we just saw, just past the midpoint of the round and the fight. Low outside. An outside low kick by Palacios, then nails him with a body kick as Arcangel was exiting out of the range.
Yeah, so Palacios is landing that left low kick over and over again. Eventually, Arcangel is going to have to think about checking that thing because that's going to hurt that front leg.
Yeah, Palacios began training in Wushu at the age of 19 as a way to get into shape for the military, only to take his military pre-tests and realize that he needed to go to college to be an officer. He continued his martial arts journey into Sancho before realizing that he wanted to stay in the ring and not wear a uniform. 45 seconds remaining in the second round.
Frankly, I'm surprised at how this fight is unfolding, Morrell, because I thought that Palacios was the slower man on the draw, but it hasn't been the case so far here in the second.
As we head into the final 30 seconds, what adjustments need to be made if this does go into round 3 by either fighter?
I think that TJ Arcangel has got to get into some punch combinations because everything's just a 1-2 or a 1, and then everything's about low kicks.
And for Palacios?
Palacios got to basically do what he's doing. He's chopping away at that front leg, and the back leg now we just saw. I think Palacios is doing a really good job, and he almost spun right there.
We are through 6 minutes of featherweight action. Axe kick at the bell by
last round, gentlemen.
Palacios, a tribute to Andy Hoop. So how do you have it after 2 rounds going into the final frame fight, Professor?
Well, that first round was close, but even though the replay showed TJ Arcangel landing a couple shots, I gave it to Palacios by the thinnest of margins. Second round, Palacios won pretty clearly to me. So TJ Arcangel really needs to step it up here and get a knockdown or knockout, in my opinion, to win this fight.
There all day. If you want that work, that uppercut, jab uppercut first. That
it
left
wasn't
hand
all
start
about
to
low
score.
kicks in this round. The round number 2 saw Palacios attempt an axe kick, and it partially landed just a little bit on the dome, just enough to embarrass TJ Arcangel, who tried to counter with his own kick.
So the bell goes to begin the final round. TJ Arcangel inspired to compete as a professional by his instructor, Mike Manaquil. Well, Palacios, of course, has had tremendous training throughout his career. And they are going to pull out all the stops with only 2.5 minutes now remaining in the fight. And again, when you look at the scoring criteria, we haven't had any knockdowns yet. Number 2 is cumulative damage. Number 3, number of clean scoring strikes with spectacular techniques, a la spinning back fist or an axe kick. Number 4, number of clean scoring strikes with normal techniques, followed by degree of aggressiveness. That's what the 3 judges chosen by the California State Athletic Commission will be looking for when adjudicating this fight, should it go the distance.
And it looks like it might go the distance because they're playing the tit-for-tat game.
Let's go, TJ.
And there we have a low blow.
And there's a shot to the fruit basket that houses Arcangel's plums, and
ready?
Not a good feeling.
Not at all.
Solid growing area, okay? You ready? Yeah. Here we go. Time in, let's go.
We're at the end of the whip.
Always cringe when we have to take a look at the replay of shots.
Yeah, right, exactly. That does not feel good at all. He threw the cup on.
Arcangel gets put on the receiving end of that knee. Nice combination through the high guard of Palacios. So Palacios pulling out the flashier moves, attempting a spinning back kick or fist. We saw the axe kick, and there was a jump knee. Meanwhile, Arcangel keeping it. Oh, he tries his own step-up knee. And really, Arcangel, like you mentioned, has that teep, but he has to become more aggressive as Palacios telegraphed that spinning back fist.
He really did. You could see that coming a mile away. But nonetheless, they're really trying to pull it out here. And they should, because it's a close fight. Couple knees, but this is basically been about kicks. The punches are there to set up the kicks in this fight.
Imagine that, a sport called kickboxing, and it's about kicks by Professor.
Palacios jabbing away with that right leg, but getting low kicked as a result.
Final 40 seconds of the fight. Palacios working all areas of the body while Arcangel has that teep, but has been content to try to go upstairs. Misses with that sweeping low kick. Front kick by Arcangel, but didn't have the range. Smothered his own offensive maneuver.
Yeah, it's a very minor thing, but it's the timing that Palacios has had to where he's been able to defeat TJ Arcangel.
32-year-old El Matador Jose Palacios looking to go 1-1 during his glory tenure. 26-year-old TJ Arcangel in his glory debut. Has he done enough to have his hand raised? We're about to find out here at Dynamite.
There's the respect. There's no real mean streak rivalry here, but there is a bit of a rivalry between these two camps because they want to be the top gun locally. That's what they want. And there was a lot of good technique, but it was basically a low kick fest. And I would have to say that Jose Palacios won this fight 3-0, 30-27. And here's Palacios with a flying knee. Oh, that was a jump roundhouse kick is what it was. It looked like a flying knee, but we see the replay. He uncorks a flying right roundhouse kick. You gotta love it. Look at this, bam! And it was partially blocked, but it was a really good scoring blow. Here's another look. There it is, he turns it over at the last minute. That was a really good shot. Takes a lot of courage to do something like that, and there it is. The good sportsmanship, which we love here in combat sports.
It's all about respect. It's all about finding out who you are as an individual, as a fighter. They go the distance. Will the experience of Palacios be enough here tonight? TJ Arcangel gets his first glory fight under his belt. Palacios in his second foray inside the glory ring. And again, that featherweight division, the champion Gabriel Varga. We have a potential, we do have a title elimination bout coming up in this weight class between Sergey Adamchuk and Anvar Boynazarov, but we await the results.
And Palacios fought Gabriel Varga and lost in the tournament which we held at Glory. It was in Los Angeles, last man standing.
All right, let's find out who's victorious in the first Glory kickboxing bout of the night. Here is Tim Hughes.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecard, and here are the totals. Judge Michael Quingola scores the bout 29-28, Palacios. Judge Bruce Rasmussen scores the bout 29-28, Arcangel. And Judge Susan Getlin scores this bout 30-27 for your winner by split decision, Jose Palacios.
May have been closer than he would have liked, but Jose Palacios does move to the 500 mark in the Glory ring, improving to 1-1 and spoiling the debut of TJ Arcangel, who I'm sure will be back to compete in the Glory featherweight division. Speaking of featherweight action, more is coming up here at the SAP Center in San Jose, California. You're watching Dynamite.